Hi, next up we've got a Candlestick telly number 4. It's quite an old one. As you can see, no dial, it's completely manual. The block terminal that came with it is 100% correct. That would have been mounted that way down with the screws going through there and there. The bell set which came with it is there's a new, or someone had over pasted a diagram. It also mentions Mark 235, and that is the number also on this telephone, 235. There's the bell set showing connections. It's a very basic one. It's all you needed, because with these there was no dialing out, there was no dial, so you had to rely on the fact that some versions had a magneto and others just relied on the fact that you would pick the receiver up and that would connect you through to the exchange or the central office if you were in America. Now, what is interesting to note on here, the microphone was the carbon granule type, and it was made that because carbon granules often caked up, you could turn the whole arrangement round, so this would make the granules lay in a different position. It would actually allow them to be moved so that it would work more efficiently. That was just one of the ideas they had at the time. Now, what else can I mention about it? I'm pretty sure it's the correct bell set, or the bell set that had been modified at the time to take this type of phone. This phone would obviously work, but you wouldn't be able to dial out. You'd receive incoming calls because the bell would ring. You've got, as I say, the normal things in the bell set. And the diagram is good. I think I mentioned that you've got the capacitor, induction coil, and the bell coils. By turning this over, that just closes the box, and there's the phone. Now, I started collecting perhaps too many things in the early days. This Candlestick was not my first collection. I remember the first collection was a German phone that I bought down Lyle Street. Shop is obviously no longer there. And since then I got the Siemens Husky phone where the handset lies across the dial, and probably some other phones. But anyhow, this phone, as far as I can remember, I got from a gentleman who had at that time perhaps one of the finest collections of vintage phones. He also had pinball machines and some other bits and bobs that I can remember. But anyhow, I definitely remember his phones. And he had a pot belly. And when I say a pot belly, I'm not referring to him. I'm referring to a phone called the pot belly. Very, very nice example. I would love one, but I think you'll be talking big money to actually get one. Anyhow, that used to stand in a place of honour on his mantelpiece, the pot belly phone. It was made by Automatic Electric, Strauja Works in America. You occasionally see pictures of them in books, but that one was a real phone that I actually was able to touch and look at. Green with envy, but there we are, nice phone. Anyhow, that was in 1987's. Now at that time I was living in Wimbledon, or Wimbledon Chase, and I was listening to, it wasn't LBC, I don't think LBC was going then, but I was listening to a local radio station when I heard the name. Now the gentleman I bought this phone from, or one like it, was Michael Joannou. As I say, he was a publican, and anyhow I was listening to the radio and I heard that he had been murdered. Needless to say, I couldn't believe it, but unfortunately it was true. He was murdered, and outside his own front garden. Terrible. So, you know, it just shows you these things happen. A very sad day. But that was Michael Joannou. I don't know if anyone else knows that name. If they do, please pass comments. He was at that time very well known with antique telephones. Then it was quite a rare hobby. I don't think many people actually collected phones. But as I say, he lived in Thames Ditton, or the Thames Ditton area. I remember going to his house. He had a penny farthing bike as you walk into his house. He was very interested in old things. But as I say, unfortunately, he is no longer with us. Anyhow, on that sad note, I'm going to clear down. I think this phone's working. I had to swap the phone over. My high definition phone, the batteries have gone wrong with it. And this one seems to be okay. So, once again, telephone of the world, the British Post Office, number 4, version 235, as shown up here somewhere, Mark 235. So thanks for watching. Any other comments please make. Please subscribe. Please comment. And I thank you all again. Thank you.